abstract. Yeah, it's complicated. What you say, the way you act. Well, it makes me so confused. I don't know what to do anymore. Can you just make up your mind? My heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there's a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting. Still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be.
Oh, hello. Hi. Hi, everybody. Okay. I'm so happy to be here with you today. It's been amazing. I don't know. Are you guys having a good time? Because I was having a blast. I was really having a really good time. This is the third or fourth summit that I attend myself, and it's really fun. I don't see any comments, I don't think, but oh yeah, I see you now. But I hope that you guys saw my project. Oh, let me show you what I made. So this is 2 cards that I made for you during the summit. And yeah, I'm the crazy one, I know, that made all these crazy busy cards. And just something different, to be the odd one. But I want to say something right before we start. I got some emails about the freebie that some of you couldn't download it. I don't know why, but I can always send you a direct link. If you like, just send me a message and I will send you the file. Okay? So how you guys are doing? I hope you have a good time. Thank you so much, Margaret, for loving my cards. And let me see who else is here. Anne Marie's here. Where do I find the Ultra Mirror Gold card? The card, those cardstocks I get at just cardstock supply stores, and it's Basel. And I think they have. I think Spellbinders might have this kind of cardstock. It's readily available everywhere. So. Okay, let me see if we have any questions. Barbie's saying that she's been joining the summit. I know, aren't they great? I love the idea that you have a bunch of teachers and so many ideas, and it blows my mind. Debbie's saying your cards are beautiful. You have a beautiful area. Is that all paper behind me? Yes. I have lots and lots of paper. Debbie's asking what state I live in. I live in Florida, in a town called Delray Beach, and it's a beautiful town. I moved here about 3.5 years ago from New York. So it's a beautiful, sunny, fun town. A lot of artists here, a lot of galleries, which is really fun. Okay. How do I decide what to add to your cards? I don't decide. It kind of just like puts it together. I put a whole bunch of things in a tray or in a drawer, and I just start assembling. Usually I go by color. I think that if it color coordinates, it go together. Like I'm not going to put bright colors with earth tones. I pick my color palette, I pick the elements, and then I just put the things together. It starts with the cardstock paper, and then I put things that go together. My go-to colors, I don't have any. I like muted colors, earth tones, and sort of fall colors more than brights. But yeah, I do use bright colors as well. So I don't really have a preference. I think you mentioned that I don't have a foiler. You can stamp over gold foil. How does that work? I don't have a laminator. if that's what you mean. I don't do that technique with the foiling with the laminator and the toner that they've showed earlier. I have foiling with, I have the glimmer machine. This is my glimmer, and I just dropped something. That's my glimmer machine, and I use hot plates with that. And I also use gold foiling with, I've been using this for many years. This is like hot pens. I think it's by We Are Memory Keepers, and you plug it in, it heats up, and you put it over foil, and you can do it freehand. So if you just want to write something, if you just want to highlight something, and it comes in a set with 3 different pens, and that's what I use. RK Creativity, you've been my favorite presenter so far. I make cards like you. Yay! I'm not the only one. Barb is asking, where can you get the dies for the tinsel ornaments that Ishani use? I don't know. I think that you should ask Ishani. How long have you been making your cards? Surprisingly enough, not that long. I do a lot of arts. I went from arts to paper, using paper as my medium. From that, I went into doing mini albums and cards. I started about 2 years ago. So before that, I used to make cards, but everything was hand drawn and handmade, nothing like it's done today. So not that long. Can you explain how to get the box envelope? I can't seem to get the file. Yes, that's what I said. I mentioned in the beginning. For some reason, I don't know why it's not popping up. So send me a message and I'll send you the direct link. I'll probably put the link also for that freebie in the Facebook group. So if you can't find how to contact me, I'll put it there. Wow, hot pens. Who knew? Yes, it's kind of an oldie but goodie. Okay. Millie, what inspires you to make this type of cards? I don't know what inspired me to start with these. This particular ones, because when I signed up to do the summit and Brandy put a list of topics, and I found this topic and the layered card. I'm like, oh, that's for me. I just like layering cards. It's not that I have inspiration for this particular one. I kind of get stuck on something, so I use a lot of the same. Like I've done this one the other day, and it's the same kind of card, but with different collection. So I kind of, I don't know. And this is another one that comes in boxes, like an individual box. So you see, this is more with, Anna Griffin has a lot of the elements that you can make layered cards. If you like it, then you don't want to make your own intricate things. She has a lot of the ready elements, which I find very, very interesting. So yeah, what is my favorite material to add to my card? Definitely paper. Every card I make will have paper. Some I will do with inks and all the other techniques, but I always put either paper in the background or as a frame or a little die I will use with pattern paper, but pattern paper are my favorite. I have a room full of them, so I better use them too. Thank you all for your comments. I'm reading here and the side that you're commenting, and I'm blushing over here if you can't see, but I really appreciate everything. What kind of embellishment do you like to use? Oh, glitter, glitz, rhinestones, and I like to use fibers. Lace, and like in this one, I don't know if you saw, but I have like little metal charms, so I will add charms here. Here we go, little bird. So yeah, I collect my items. I just collect little tiny pieces of little things. I keep it in boxes, and here and there I like to add metals and beads and bead caps, things like that. Oh, Deb said that she likes Victorian everything. I know, right? I know, I was born in the wrong era. Do you have to have a computer for the foiling pens or just plug into outlet? Just plug into a USB. I think it has like a USB. Yep. Just like a regular USB plug. You plug it into a USB thing and you wait until it heats up. It's the easiest thing. Okay. You see. Sissy Sue said you're so much like me, my style. Oh, I'm glad. This is worth it just for come here and see that people are like me too doing that. Isn't that fun? Night Wolf, what is the most amount of embellishment you have added to the one card? The most amount. I would say usually I put a lot of glitter, but minimal is not my thing. I'm trying really hard. I do like to go over the top. So, I like the rhinestones that I use they're the good ones. They're the crystal ones, not the cheap plastic ones. And at one point I added a lot of those. I think that card probably cost me like $25 just in embellishments. It's crazy. Thank you, Cece Sue. I appreciate. Okay, Wendy, your cards are absolutely beautiful. Can you show us other style of cards you have made? Of course. Other style. All right. Well, I can't really go dig in my box. I have this one sitting here on my desk, which I'll show you. So I'm working on a class right now, and I'm doing basics. And this is cards just with black and white cardstock. That's it, with just a little bit of color. So I'm going to show this technique here. And it has really nothing. This is just all handmade cut papers. And yep, just cutting papers and putting them together. Another style I'm working on now is just simple flap cards with some die cuts. And so I'm doing these cards 3 ways, nice and clean and simple, using rub-ons, die cuts, and then we're going to do die cuts with Cricut on this. So just simple. Yeah, I have a whole bunch. Simple floral ones. Yeah, a little bit more busy. Oh, I have one more here. Like this. I do a lot of different styles, and if you want another freebie, if you look on my channel, I just added a freebie video tutorial for this card. So it's 3-dimensional fish, but this is stamped technique. So I have freebie tutorial on this. What about the cards on display behind you? I got a lot of cards over here. Yeah, I have a whole bunch here. I'll show you 2 more. So this is simple with rub-ons that I plan on doing a tutorial on. So this is what I do. I make a whole bunch, and I usually put them in a box like that. I like to do that. And this is another tutorial that I'm working on, like doing florals, not florals, like butterflies with sleeve. that opens up, and they have a tag. So this is a fun collection because they're black and white, and each card is a different color. But yeah, I do a whole bunch of different techniques that I like to use. Where do I get boxes? I make them by myself, and I do have a free tutorial for how to make these boxes as well. Where do I get your storage boxes? Yeah, I make it myself. Is that a stash of paper in the cubby behind you? All these? Yeah, it's all papers. I buy them in packets of 25s. And I have just about every color because, you know, I have to have every color under the sun. You know, 49 and Market has some gorgeous rubbers. They really do. When you start the card with many embellishments, do you typically have an idea of where you are going with it and have a plan, or do you kind of pull everything in that theme? I love over the top. I usually go around and pick up a few things that I might want to use. Like I said in the video, I don't just go with one card. I usually make more, and then I will sit down and create a bunch of die cuts, and then I'll make a bunch of bows, and I'll make a bunch of flowers, and then I will sit down and start playing with the composition and place them and where I want to put them. How do I organize most of my used supplies? And it's not organized. I try. I have my die cuts everywhere. They're like, I have magnet sheets, and I put them on doors and put them on everywhere, and I stick them there. I have shoe boxes where I put my scraps. I have about 6 or 7 of those trolleys with drawers. I have, I think, 8 drawers in each one, and I put things in there. So yeah, I have my, you know, little here and there. Do you use a decoupage style of layering to create these cards? These cards, I did not do any decoupage, although I do love decoupage with rice paper and things like that. I will sometimes make certain elements to add to my cards. Yes, I love that. Do you have a tutorial on the butterfly cards? Yes, I'm not sure if I posted it yet, but it's coming up soon. I do. How do you come up with ideas for cards? What inspires you? Usually when I see a new collection, I like to buy everything in the collection, or at least some things. It always starts with me with color or some kind of paper. That's where I get my inspiration. Also, I troll a lot on Pinterest, and you know, sometimes I just look at something like, oh, that will make a cute card. It starts with one item, and with that item, my idea develops. So I do live in my head a lot, and what comes out is usually only 1 out of 15 ideas that I have. So how do we get your tutorials? Just go on my website. It's www.creative-treasures.com, and there is a place there where you see classes and tutorials, and all the free tutorials are listed there, and upcoming classes are listed there, and also on my YouTube channel. You can always find me at Tamar Perry Art. I would love it if you can subscribe to my YouTube. This is the first place where I put all the free tutorials. And if you'll subscribe to me, then I'll send you upcoming freebies as well. So, oh, that's a wrap. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Yeah, you guys didn't give me any trick questions. I'm so happy about that. I was worried about, having questions that I didn't have answers to. But yeah, well, it's been fun. Anybody, if you have additional questions, I'd love it if you post it in the Facebook group. I'll check it there, or send me an email. I would love to answer you, and I'm always available. And have fun. Good luck.